What's up, what's up? It's your boy Corey B. So, there's been more and more stuff going around about mental health and things like that. And, you know, for a long time there was such a stigma to, you know, there was a stigma about people who had depression, or they were dealing with issues and things like that. And it was just this thing that was frowned upon to even talk about it. It really was. And you know, the thing is some people still frown upon it, which is unfortunate and sad. But the thing is you know, and I want to preface this with the fact that, you know, I actually went to school for psychology. I also dealt with a few different people who had suffered with you know, depression and things like that in my life. I had a few people close to me who were hospitalized when I was younger for suicidal tendencies and things like that. So I'm fully aware that this stuff is like not a joke at all. It's serious, it's heavy, and it's real. It happens. It absolutely happens. And there's lots of people who suffer from these things. And like I said, there's been a stigma for a long time. And it feels like with social media and stuff, it's gotten more and more. People have been like encouraging people more to come out about and not be ashamed of it. But I think it's become more of a... I know I'm going to get shade for this, but I feel like it's becoming more of a fad now. Which is sad, because there are truly people who are actually suffering. But it's become like a cool thing, a neat thing to be like, oh yeah, I'm suffering too. And it's... There were statistics that came out that about... It was 2012? About 10 years ago now? Statistics came out. No, that's not right. It was 2010. Statistics came out that more than 90% of the U.S. population was suffering from clinical depression. 90. Are you kidding me? If 90% of the population is suffering, and I had an abnormal psych professor who talked about this when I was going through school, and I laughed just because it's the only way I can cope with this. It's because it's really not funny. But it's like, if 90% of the population is suffering from it, then that's no longer a condition, it's the norm. It's the norm. I mean, that's what it is. It's the norm. If 90% of the population have it, it's not a condition, it's the norm. A condition is something that's not the norm. People don't want to look at it that way. They feel like, oh, well, this is just being insensitive to people suffering. No, actually, I am sensitive to people suffering. I'm saying that there's actual really people that are suffering for real, and this is making light of their suffering by making it just the normal thing for people to talk about. And again, I want to clarify that it's not a problem that people are talking about it. What the problem is I'm okay with people talking about it. Absolutely. You shouldn't have shame about the things that you deal with. Absolutely be open, be honest, be willing to speak about about your suffering, your pain. What I have a problem with is it being more commonplace for people to blame a rough patch, a difficult time, a struggle that you're facing, an obstacle at work or an obstacle in your family, and you're just, I'm depressed. That's just what it is. I'm just depressed. No, you're just bummed out, man. You're having a bad day. I mean, you just are. And the reality is what's sad is that even the therapists are getting to the point, like I said, 90%. In 2010, more than 90% of the country was clinically depressed. How's that even possible? Like, how's that possible? Okay, and then, like, what I'm saying is the therapists are getting to the point, like, we talked about this a lot when I was going through school for psychology. I talked about it when I was at ACC. Then we talked about it with multiple different professors when I was at the University of Texas. And the reality is we got therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists across the country and across the world, really, that are doing psychology by numbers. They're diagnosis by numbers. They're like, it should take multiple. There's a reason you get multiple sessions. It should take multiple sessions to diagnose a patient, because you really have to get to know them and understand like a baseline of who they are, where they're at, before you can understand, you know, what level they're at right now. This is their baseline, and are they really depressed? Are they below that baseline or not? And the problem is too many of them are doing psychology by numbers. And what I mean by that is, like, they have you come in, and within the first 5 minutes, they're taking notes and they're talking with you. They're like, oh, you got 1. Oh, you got 2. Oh, you got 3. Okay, you got 3 out of 5. You're depressed. And they're already ready to prescribe you a medication right off the jump. Okay, and what prompted me to talk about this is there's someone I've been following for a long time. You know, close, not extremely close friend or anything. We started following each other because of a love of the Green Bay Packers. So we followed each other for a long time now due to our mutual love and a respect for the Packers. And but she's someone who's had a passion for mental health. She struggled with things herself, and she wants to help others come to terms with dealing with their own issues, which I'm all about that. Absolutely. You know, like I said, nobody should be embarrassed or ashamed of what they're going through. Now, with that being said, like I said, it's a matter of being realistic about whether or not you actually have a condition or not, or you just need to deal with the day. And, you know, that sounds tough, but it's real. Sometimes you just need to deal with the day. And sometimes you really need to accept. Some people fight it and they don't want to accept that they actually are depressed. They actually have some stuff they got to deal with. And some other people want to blame it on a condition that they don't really have. It's just easier. Or it's just cool. They're part of the club now. Which is not a club you want to be a part of, you know? It's just not. But she posted this thing recently, and it kind of itched me the wrong way. Because she was like, she posted a picture of herself taking her little pill of the day and said, let's normalize taking your medication. Normalize taking medication. Now, and the thing I have a problem with that is because, first of all, as someone who's actually went to school and studied psychology, I'm aware of the fact that, yes, medication is absolutely needed. I'm not anti-medication. It's absolutely needed at times. But it is literally, in a large percentage of cases, it's meant as a temporary solution while you're handling the bigger issue, and you get at the root of the problem to deal with it. So what we need to really normalize is normalize healing, not normalize popping a pill. Let's normalize healing. Let's really get at the root of the problem. And if you need medication, don't be ashamed to pop a pill. But let's not normalize medication. Let's normalize healing, because you take this pill because right now the healing process is too much to bear. But then once you get a little relief, a little assistance, a little help, then you should dive into that healing process and cope with it. That's what you got to do. Normalize the healing. Again, I want people to understand I'm not throwing shade at anybody who needs medication. If you need it, absolutely take it. And so, like I said, in most cases, it's meant as a temporary solution. It's meant as a Band-Aid until the healing can take place. But with some people, they actually have a chemical imbalance, and they will, unfortunately, and it's so sad, it's unfortunate, it's kind of sad. It's sad that they will need a medication for their entire life in order for the chemicals to be balanced properly. The thing that's not sad about it is, thankfully, we're in an advanced medical society where those medications are available to them. Thank you, medical science, for advancements. But it's unfortunate that they had that balance that they had to correct. That truly is unfortunate. But like I said, let's not normalize medication. That's what we've been doing in our society for a good while now. Let's stop normalizing medication. Let's normalize healing. Normalize healing. Take your medication if you need it. It's a temporary hold so you can get the healing process underway. All right. I say all of this, like I said, with love and respect for y'all. I do. I really do. I want people to heal. I want y'all to heal. I want people to deal with their issues and get at the root of the problems and have a brighter tomorrow. Absolutely. So I hope I hope whoever's suffering, I hope you get the healing you need. And I hope this reaches the right people. And I hope this touches y'all and y'all don't find this offensive. Because in no way was I trying to hurt anybody or make people who have issues or have conditions that they're dealing with feel like I'm insensitive to that. Because I'm absolutely not. I care about y'all and I want y'all to heal. Alright. So hopefully you